Hello everybody, it's 99 Korea here, and welcome to the third game of the Roblox Adventure series. So on the poll, it was a 3-way tie. Lovely! So what I'm planning on doing for future videos is of course this video first, then Doors, then Piggy Chapter 1. So there won't be any polls until Piggy Chapter 1 is complete. So at least I told you that. So back to Roblox Adventure 3, it will be a multiple parter, and in this video we'll go through the tutorials, and as well the first world, and showing off all the weapons. So nothing significant, but a simple video for me to make, and for you to enjoy. So the last couple of things before I finish this intro nonsense, please like, comment and subscribe, and as well join the Discord server, link in the description. Now let's get going. So just like usual, there's no music at all, so I'll have to add it. As well, this game doesn't have many sound effects compared to the last two games, as those two games have been modernized a bit. Well, this one hasn't. Anyway, welcome to Hub City. Unlike the previous one, it was a town, this one is a city. Anyway, in front of us, we have this person called Phil Hip. Let's see what he wants.
Welcome to Hub City.
What am I supposed to do?
You need to collect Roblox tokens and restore the power of the Rose Bear.
And why should I?
The Rose Bear is our only chance to stop him.
Who is him?
Nobeesi, the dark force who scattered the tokens to begin with.
How does the orb work?
When you have collected enough Roblox tokens, you will be able to slow reach him.
Where do I go first?
Behind me, there's a tutorial building and the first level portal is to your left.
So, alright. We can go straight for the first level if we really want to, or we can go to the tutorial house to learn about the game, just like the second game. And so, how about we go to the tutorial house? But before we do that, I want to quickly just explain a couple things. This says, remember to save before exiting the game. Sadly, thanks to Roblox's updates, the saving does not work. So you have to play this game in one go, and hopefully you don't lose connection and or stop playing halfway. But usually if you know mostly everything about the game, it'll take you at least an hour to beat the game. Another thing is in the bottom right corner. This is the adventure guide, which show you what tokens you have got in that world, and what you're missing. Same thing with the blue coins. Yes, the blue coins are back. As well, when we're going through a world, in the bottom right corner as well, through this video, I'll show you what tokens I've already got, and what blue coins I've already gotten. So that's just a little heads up I want to show you. And now let's go to the tutorial house. First thing, of course, is the tokens themselves. Collecting them is the main purpose of the game, and there are 6 tokens per world. There's 4 main missions, 3 blue coins, and a character mission. And just in case you're wondering, a character mission is like with Mr. Lose It back in the second game, just different characters. You go up to them, talk to them to see what they're missing, find the item, and then give it back to them, and without dying. As well as 45 tokens in total. If you do the maths, you find out that 7 times 6 equals 42. So, there must be some hidden tokens, right? Well, yes, and don't worry, we will get them as well. The next thing in this tutorial house is blue coins. For every 3 coins you get, you'll earn a Roblox token, even through other worlds, unlike the previous one. And of course, we'll get all 24 blue coins. Next thing are these power-ups here, specifically new to Roblox Adventure 3. It doesn't show them all here, but let's really go through the ones that are here already. This is a speed power-up. Upon getting it, you'll run really fast for a short time. Depending on which specific speed power-up you get, the longer or shorter the speed power-up will do. Next power-up is the bomb power-up. It turns you into a ticking time bomb which can blow up walls. So channel your inner explosion desires and blow things up. Next, and the last one for this house, is the foil power-up. Touch electrical spheres and then you can activate wires. Pretty obscure, but when we meet it, I will show you how it works properly. As well, the bomb power-up and the foil power-up only appears once. Yeah. Anyway, we got this person over here, called Joff? I don't know, there's a G there throwing me off. But he'll tell you about advanced techniques, such as WASD, which is mostly how I play, with WSD to move, and holding the right mouse to move the camera, because back in the old days, a lot of people used to use arrow keys, and you can see me holding left arrow and right arrow, and seeing how slow that camera turns, and you can't even go up and down with the camera as well. And so let's quickly go back to Joff, and there is another advanced technique called sword jumping. While equipping a sword, and then attack while in midair, you'll be able to float for a bit, and as well move in midair. As well, you can jump further by doing this, up to at least 2.5 times normal jump. So best to master it, because you're gonna need it. And as well, of course, exclusive to Roblox Adventure 3, we have weapons, if you didn't realise already. Anyway, that's the entirety of the tutorial house. There are a couple more things in Hub City, but of course, we want to get straight to the first world. So of course, over here, there's 3 coins, we'll quickly collect them. I've added those sound effects, by the way. And let's go to Wood Castle Hill. Woo! First world on this game. Let's go and talk to this wood.
Hi, welcome to Wood Castle Hill.
What is this place?
This is the first area you'll explore to find Roblox tokens.
Where do I start?
How about that unfinished building up ahead? I see a token up top.
Ah, okay, so that token over there. So let's go ahead and grab it. So yes, the first token, pretty simple, as all you need to do is climb up this unfinished building here, and up on the top is a token. As well, sometimes this moving platform, you won't be able to jump from normal jumping, so you might have to do a sword jump to get up there. And as well, remember to collect coins, as we do need a bunch of them for weapons and a certain token. But yes, this is the first token of the game. And we got the token. Climbing's a cakewalk. And as well, just like usual, every time you get a token, you spawn in the hub world. Anyway, let's go ahead and get the second token. So let's go over here and talk to this wood.
This door looks old and rotten. You could probably break it.
And how can I break this wall?
Use a sword or something.
Huh, that's simple. Yes, there is breakable walls that only your sword can break. And all you need to do is click, so you don't need to do a full lunge either. So before we go into the main bit of the world, let's quickly turn around, collect these 3 coins, and in this little hut is a breakable wall as well. And inside is a blue coin, and that's 1 out of 3 blue coins in this world. So after grabbing that, let's quickly go back to that castle wall and go into the main bit of the area. Ooh, he turned. He's not doing anything. Okay, certain enemies don't work unless you kill them for some reason. So when we do the next token, you'll see it shoot and all that. As well, we got Evil Wood, which is just basically a wood that's evil and it walks at a snail's pace, and you can kill them just as easily. Up on this platform that goes around anti-clockwise is up here, is an Evil Wood, another wood that I forgot to talk to, and a thwomp, which was in the last game. But this time, instead of it going up and down at a constant pace, if you're close to it, it will trigger and will go down when you're near it, of course. But if you're like far away, it will never go down. As well, it has facial expressions. Just a heads up, all enemies have facial expressions. Anyway, on these wooden planks here, and of course go down here, go inside here, and there's the second token, and all we need to do is go across these 2 moving platforms. As well, to make it easier for yourself, you can just sword jump, just like that. And we got the token under the hood. Okay, this next token is pretty easy. So go through the castle wall again. Ow! He shot me! Anyway, you can see now that the gunner woods work now. We need to go over here to where that trust is. And as well, we need to do some simple platforming. And after the platform that's going clockwise, yeah, that's it. That's the token. And we got the token. Easy does it. Alright, we've got one more main token to go, but before we get that, we're going to get ourselves the lost item and the blue coins. And all of them are through this castle wall. Yeah, you're not shooting me again. And here's something that looks familiar. Let's press on it. Oh, we pressed it and some blocks has appeared. Just like the second game, you usually press a button, blocks appear, and after a bit, it will disappear. And as well, these shrinking platforms return as well. But as well, if we go on top of this wood castle here, we found ourselves a axe. And sadly, if you try and hold it, nothing will appear. And if, just in case you're wondering, yes, this is the lost item. And as well, I have forgotten to talk to the guy who has lost this axe. So before returning it to him, I quickly go over there and talk to him before giving it to him. And me standing here realizing, yeah, I forgot to talk to him before getting the axe.
Hey! Can you find my old woodcutting axe? I'm not sure where I left it. A token's in it for you.
Well then, mate, I've already gotten it for you. And as well, they do not say anything after you give it to them. So that's kind of sad. I guess only Mr. Lose It only has manners. But anyway, let's go and get those 2 blue tokens we're missing. Of course, one of them is over there, but as well there's a blue coin near here. So we'll quickly go ahead and collect that first. So go on this arrow, and on top of here, and as well you can see the blue coin, go across the swamp, and here we go. There's a blue coin. And woo, we've collected it. Just in case you're wondering about the cuts, something appeared on my screen, which was a bit annoying, but oh well. So all we need to do is keep walking forward, and this wood gunner will attack us, or not. And there's our 3rd blue coin, and as well we got our 5th token. And now let's get the final token for this world, which is in this wooden castle over here. But as well there's this wood over here. Let's talk to him.
Help! Our castle has been overrun with evil woods.
How can we help?
Yes, infiltrate the castle. There's a Roblox token inside if you get to it.
I wonder what's for dinner. Anyway, you go in here, and there's a lot of evil woods in here. And as well, we took a bit of damage. Over here, there's this apple. So these apples will heal you to full health when you collect them. So if you take a lot of damage from enemies, you can go ahead and go to an apple and get all your health back. As well, there's a 10 coin here, which gives you 10 coins. And quickly defeat these 2 evil woods and climb up this truss. And as well, I thought the fire was out and I died. But it's not a huge setback as I only spawned right in front of the castle entrance. So climb up this truss, wait for the fire for it to go out and then go through. Dodge this red bar because this one-shots you too. There's another fire but you can easily just move around it. And one final bar to jump over. Drop down here. And here's our final token for this world. Castle Clasher. And there you go, that is World 1 done. As well, you can double check if you actually got all the main tokens by going into the adventure guide and looking for Wood Castle Hill, and then boom, there's all the tokens, except it doesn't track the lost item, but you're mostly going to be fine with that anyway. So now for the rest of the video, we're going to go through Becky's weapons store, and as well go through all the weapons in this game. But let's go into Becky's shop, and before talking to her, there's a 10 coin behind the counter here. So every opportunity, go ahead and grab it. Anyway, let's say hello to Becky here.
Hello. Welcome to my weapons store.
What is the purpose of weaponry?
Weapons will help you tear down certain walls, as well as fight enemies.
Well, this first option's pointless, because you usually spawn with the starter weapon. But I'm a pacifist.
Yikes, then adventuring might not be your thing.
Well, luckily I'm not, as I just murdered a bunch of evil woods. Anyway, let's pick out another option. I like you. Fun fact about this prompt. This used to be worded differently of saying that your character thinks that Becky is cute. But if you say that nowadays, it will be considered as sexual harassment. Because women can't accept compliments nowadays, and so it's changed to I like you. Anyway, where can I find the starter weapon?
There's one somewhere in Wood Castle Hill. Try gone there.
From all the time that I played this game, it's always been in my inventory. So maybe in the old days, it used to find it and pick it up. But either way, we've got one more thing to say. Do you know Fred from Quest to the Guest?
He's my cousin. We both like to sell things. I love sharp weapons.
Alright. I've never played Quest to the Guest, but I bet it's basically a collectathon just like this. Anyway, that's all that Becky has to say. Now let's go to the actual shop, which, if you stand on this, it will show the shop. And now, I'm going to go over all 6 weapons of this game. Even the final sword, the hero sword. But of course, we'll do that last. So, the starter sword, or the sword, is the weapon that you start with, and it's a pretty decent sword. Of course, it sword jumps, and as well, breaks through walls like this, and as well kill enemies without many problems. So you can go start to finish with the entire game with just the starter sword if you really want to. Now the next, and my favourite, the katana. For only 20 coins in Becky's shop, it's mostly another starter sword. But with this sword, it's a little longer than the starter sword. Of course it can break walls and kill enemies just as fine, and I think you jump a little higher with it with sword jumping. I might be wrong, I might be right, who knows. Now the next weapon, the iron mace. For just 40 coins, with this weapon you cannot sword jump, because it's a mace, and as well cannot break breakable walls. But it literally one-shots enemies, or most enemies. So if an enemy being a pain in the arse, just one-shot them. The next weapon, the katana blade. Just like the starter sword and the katana, it can break breakable walls and kill enemies just the same. But when you lunge on the ground, you hover up a little bit. It can throw you off, by the way. And as well, you have to deal with katana noises instead of sword noises. And for the price of 120 coins. The last weapon, and the most expensive, with 160 coins, the blam hammer. Just like the mace, it cannot sword jump, but it can break breakable walls. And of course, it should one-shot enemies. It should one-shot enemies. What? Okay, one problem with this weapon. It doesn't work. It used to be like the most powerful weapon in the game, damage-wise at least. But now it doesn't do anything. It's basically a massive waste of money. Until Polyhex actually fix it, which maybe. So Polyhex, fix this weapon. Now the final sword of the game, the hero sword. After getting 30 tokens and beat the final level, you're going to get the hero sword just before the final boss. And of course this weapon is the best in the game. It cannot sword jump, and it cannot break breakable walls. But if you lunge with it, you go really high in the air, and you can do stuff like this, and get up tall buildings or obstacles with ease. The problem is with this weapon, you have to get 30 tokens before even obtaining it. So you need to 100% 5 of the worlds. And as there's only 7, you kinda have to rely on another sword. But of course, as it being the endgame sword, you can easily get the last few tokens before 100% completing the game. So that's all the swords in the game. Let's go back to the main footage. So that's all the weapons. Now, with only 44 coins in my disposal, I can only buy 2. Of course, I'm gonna buy the katana, because it's my favourite weapon. But in the other episodes, I will give the other weapons to shine. Of course, not the blam hammer, because it's useless. So now before the video ends, I'm going to show you where World 2 is. And hey, there's a speed power up. Let's use it to get to World 2. Yeah, it wasn't really that far. But yes, here's World 2, Pirate's Grotto. And of course, to get into World 2, all you need is 2 tokens. And so, as this is the end of the video, we will enter World 2 in episode 2. So, see you then. And there you go, that is the first episode of Roblox Adventure 3 complete. Shouldn't have taken a month, but personal stuff keeps getting in the way like usual. Even with the summer holidays, and then when I have time to actually, have free time, I don't feel like doing any videos because I feel miserable, and I just want to play video games. I'm not gonna lie here. But now, for the next video will be the first video of the Doors Guide, which is mostly going to be the hotel area. And as well, I want to have some stuff like animations. So this might actually take a while. Unlike this video, which it should have taken a week, but, real life stuff. So I'm going to go walk around the clock and get the next video done quickly, then the piggy video, and then you can vote again, and mostly, if given the chance, and have episode 2 of Roblox Adventure 3 ready. And as well, a month from now, looking at the poll, Roblox Adventure 3 has the most votes. Then Piggy, then Doors, then Lumber Tycoon. Just sadly, these 23 votes that we got only happened after the 1-day deadline. Maybe I should wait 2 days or 3 days. I don't know. I'm just stalling this outro here. Anyway, this should be it. If you did enjoy this video, please like, comment and subscribe. As well, join the Discord server link in the description to talk to me personally if you really want to. And bye, have a great time.